Welcome to the Ranking Revolution podcast, your go-to source for strategies and ideas for SEO, organic growth, content creation, and online business. I'm Doug Cunnington, your host. Today, we're going to talk about the keyword golden ratio and how it can help you land clients for your SEO agency. So whether you're just starting out or you're looking to get more clients, it should be able to help you get some quick wins and build trust with your clients. We're going to cover few intro things about the KGR, which will refer to the keyword golden ratio as KGR from moving forward from here. And then we'll talk about some pros and cons. I'll give you a little step-by-step too, but really you'll be able to integrate the ideas into your normal sales process overall, and it could fit in certain places. Now, the keyword golden ratio is a way that you could find low competition keywords. I'll link up so you can do a little bit more research if you want to, and I'll give a quick definition. So you take the number of all entitled results, then you divide that by the local monthly search volume, and generally you're looking for a KGR of under like 0.25, lower is better, and up to about 1. And you end up with this ratio, right? You end up with a ratio and you're looking for 0.25 or less is really the best spot. And generally, it progressively gets more competitive, and really competitive terms might have, a very huge whole number like 25. So we're looking for this ratio. The key thing is you're looking for a search volume of 250 or less. So it really forces you to find keywords that are low competition. And that's the important part. I think we can get into some of the other areas right now. We don't need to go too deep into the details of the KGR. So the big thing is you end up with very quick results. So back in the day when I first developed the keyword golden ratio, we were able to rank within like 24 hours. While this is still possible, SEO has changed so much, and because of the adoption of low competition keyword content plans, there are fewer low competition keywords because people are going after long tail keywords. So why does KGR matter for SEO agencies? It is a kick-ass name. Keyword golden ratio sounds like it's something that a layperson, can understand. We have heard of the golden ratio, and while there's no actual golden ratio in the KGR, it's still catchy and it's still familiar. So you'll be able to basically share your expertise by giving this kind of simple definition, and you could show people, hey, this is like the supply and demand of keywords, so that you're able to explain this concept. Usually people are a little confused by keyword research. Maybe they've done some themselves and they didn't run across, this concept. So you'll be able to explain it and teach them. And it's a very simple formula. It's all entitled results divided by the local monthly search volume. And because it's so simple, you can explain it to the layperson and they understand what you're talking about. Again, it's the supply and demand of keywords. Basically, more people are searching for a particular term than there are results on the internet in general. And that means you have an easier time trying to rank for it because you literally have fewer people competing with you for those terms. So you could explain it sort of in the same way. The big thing is you're able to deliver results pretty quickly. So if you show them the KGR, you find some KGR terms for them, you'll be able to build trust really quickly because you'll get results. As you probably know, SEOs and marketing folks often have a really bad reputation with normal businesses and clients out there because they've been burned in the past. They were promised a lot of results, and sometimes they get no results even though they invested a lot of time and money into it. So quick sort of step-by-step, if you don't have a sales process or maybe you're just starting off with your agency, so you can kind of relate with your client. You could identify their pain points. You could let them describe what issues they are having. Are they having trouble ranking the content? Do they even know what kind of keywords to go after? And just kind of let them explain what their issue is so you can use the KGR, kind of tailor it to make sure it addresses those issues. The good part is you should be able to kind of shoehorn the KGR into any situation. As long as they're trying to get more traffic on their website, you should be able to use the KGR in some way to address that pain point directly. Next, maybe before you introduce the specifics of what you're going to do, share a KGR case study. So if you have done this before, either for a client or your own site, you can share those results and say, hey, we went from this to this. And there's nothing more powerful than a before and after. So you could show what the KGR was able to do. If you have several examples, that's even better. If you have an example that's in that person's industry, great. So the more specific, the better. But if you don't have any examples, you should be able to search online and find other people that have used the KGR to get results. That builds a little bit more trust. And the next thing you could do is put this into a content plan, right? So you can do sort of a trial job. And this is where you potentially can grow your business and get more clients. You say, hey, we can go after, I'm just going to make it up, 10 or 20 different keywords. We'll write the content. Maybe, depending on your business model, maybe you charge a very small amount, so it like covers your cost then. Maybe you offer it for free if you have enough leeway, but you have to consult your own business model and what you're able to do. But you might be able to do this for very low cost and just see what kind of results you're going to get. And the point is you're probably going to get good results because you've done the due diligence of checking the specific KGR keywords. They're low competition. You're going to write the content most likely, and you're going to optimize it from an SEO perspective, and you'll be able to get results very quickly. This is in contrast with maybe the older style or not using long tail keywords where you maybe publish content, not you. Let's say it's another SEO agency, right? They say, hey, we got to publish content for like 6 months or 18 months or some long amount of time before we're going to get any results. And if you're saying, hey, we could do this quick test, we'll publish 20 pieces of content. We'll see what happens. Let's see if this stuff ranks. And if you're able to get results faster than other people, then they're going to trust you. They're going to trust you a lot more, not because you're sharing a case study, but because you're literally getting results on their website. So that is how it works. Basically, if you're able to build that trust, then you'll be able to upsell them for other services, right? So maybe it's managed SEO services where you're doing content, you're getting links, you're doing other PR and other promotion, and maybe you're doing outreach for podcasts as well. So if you're able to build trust right away and get results, they're more likely to sign on and do more work with you. One sort of side thing you could do is create some sort of a KGR audit as a lead magnet. And that way you potentially can provide like 10 keywords or something like that and get them to sit through your sales presentation or whatever it is you need them to do. So some of the pros, I sort of explained some pros and cons along the way, mostly pros, but I'm going to hit them really quick just to make sure it's very clear. So you'll be able to get quick wins for your client. You'll probably be able to rank faster than higher competition content, and you'll probably be able to land more business because you are building more trust with them. And if you have gotten results in the past and you say, hey, we should check out this other strategy, digital PR, they'll probably go along for the ride with you. And overall, it builds trust. I can't say that enough. Next, let's talk about the cons. So the issue, one of the main issues, is it's limited in scope. So these are long tail keywords. a lot of times they're going to be low search volume, and inherently they're probably not going to attract a lot of traffic. Sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes they bring in more traffic than you expect, but a lot of times it's just going to be a trickle. Now, depending on the business, they may be fine with that. They might only need a couple of, leads per week to make their business work because it's a high-end, high-cost sort of business. But essentially, it might be limited in scope. The other thing is there's not an unlimited number of low competition KGR keywords. So at some point, you're not going to have more KGR terms to go through. Depends on the niche, but at some point, you're going to run out of keywords. I guess that goes for any niche or any keyword. At some point, you're going to run out. Some niches just have way more keywords and topics in general. The other thing is, if you get quick results, that's fantastic. You're going to build trust, but you have to manage your client's expectations. So not all of your keywords are KGR, for example. So if you're doing a full comprehensive content plan and you're executing that for them, maybe the KGR terms rank quickly, but maybe the more competitive terms are going to take much longer to rank for. Maybe they'll require a lot of promotion, link building, and otherwise. So at that point, you probably need to make sure they know not all the keywords are going to rank as fast as KGR. So we covered a lot. I tried to be brief today. Sometimes I go on a little bit too long, and I feel the urge to go on too long right now. The main ideas, I think we summarized pretty well, but you'll be able to build trust with your clients by using the keyword golden ratio. You'll be able to teach them something, a simple concept. It sounds catchy. They'll be able to explain it to other people on their team, other people at the company, and that is pretty powerful too, in case you need to get buy-in from other people in the company. Because it's catchy, because it's easy to explain, it's much easier to get that buy-in from other people, the decision makers at the company. Once you have buy-in, you can do a quick trial and get results quickly, and then be able to land more business and upsell, whatever it is you're selling, whether it's digital PR, link building, maybe content. But once you build the trust and you actually get results, it goes a long way, especially if you think about other sort of scammier, crappy, different things that people try, different things that SEOs sell to companies. And basically, if you can use the KGR to build trust, you will stand out in a huge way compared to the other folks. All right, that's it. If you have any questions, shoot me an email, feedback@rankingrevolution.com. And if you have a second, if you dig these episodes, leave a review wherever you can. Probably Apple Podcast is a good one. Spotify is very good. If you're watching this on YouTube, leave comments. Leave comments on all the videos. It really helps. And share it with a friend. So I appreciate it, and we'll catch you on the next episode.